Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Now we are in module 2, which is more on national plan of action. Okay, especially in nutrition, where we will go for the worldwide, what we call as a policy, nutrition policy. But however, for your assignment, you will focus more on Malaysian nutrition policy, or it is more familiar known as a NPAM, National Plan of Action in Nutrition for Malaysia. So basically, nowadays it is very easy for other countries who wants to do a reference from other countries of other policies from other countries, where we can get all the database from the WHO website. So first of all, what we need to do is we go to the WHO website, and then we choose about the nutrition, and we go to nutrition database. And under this nutrition database, you can access to many of the informations regarding about the nutrition. But for the purpose of this topic, we're going to look at the policies that have been developed by all over countries in the world. Or this database is also known as GINA, which is a Global Implementation of Nutrition Action, where if you can click here, okay, so this is the website of what we call as GINA. So this GINA, or what we call this database, provides a very informative or valuable information on the implementation of numerous nutrition policies and interventions all over the world. So this is the highlight of this database here. If you can see here, okay, these nutrition policies and interventions, they provide all the data, and the use of GINA is growing steadily since it launched in November 2012, which is about 6 years ago. And this GINA, they contains a lot of information that they collected from a variety of sources, and also this database will invite any users to direct submit their data to update and to be referred by other country. Okay. So we go to the GINA website here. Okay. Okay, and this is the GINA websites. Okay, so this GINA, they have what we call as here, if you can see, this is the multi-layer and interactive webs, okay, interactive maps of nutrition policy and action. We have option to add nutrition indicators. Okay, so this is and also in this website also they have a very detailed fact sheets on nutrition policy and action, with option to print or exports from from all countries all over the world. And also they have a detailed search option for nutrition policy and actions. And also here, okay, we can contribute a new edit available data, which the submission goes to an approver and personal dashboard. Okay, and then also they have what we call the problems and solution, the lesson learned, and personal stories of nutrition action implementations. And also they have and they can identify overlaps and gaps to foster discussion towards improve planning and to good practices. Okay, first of all, what we have to do is that we go to number one, we go to the map, what we call as this is an interactive map that we can go to the nutrition policy and action for each of the country in the world. Okay, so it takes time. Okay, for depends on the strength of your Wi-Fi. Okay, jadi apa yang kita nak buat adalah kita nak tengok dari segi policy itself, mechanism tak payah, smart commitment tak payah. Okay, so kita nak tengok dari segi policy sahaja. Okay. Okay. And also dekat bawah ni, if you can see here, this is the date, okay, the date that the policy was developed by each of the country. Okay, so for example, you want to look at the policy of stunting. Okay, then we refresh back the map. Okay, okay, so here you can see that here. Okay, for example, here where we got in Malaysia here. Okay, where the stunting, okay, the prevalence of stunting, we get bigger. Okay, here, okay, the prevalence of stunting, okay, is quite low. Is less than 30%. Okay, and then you can also go to the other countries. For example, in Indonesia here, in Sulawesi here, you can see that 40%, okay, of they still have a problem with the stunting. Okay, and then when we look at on the policies, okay, for example, okay, as 25th September, they have about 2,144 policies that have been uploaded in the database that involve around 198 countries. So you can go to one by one to look at the policies that they have in other part of the world. Okay, we can go to, for example, in Malaysia ya. Kita buka kat Malaysia ni. Okay, kat Malaysia where we have this is the data that we have, the policies that we have in Malaysia. For example, I-COMPACT Hadapan, or what we call as front of pack labeling guideline, which started in 2012. We have the nutrition labeling and claims. Okay, we have what we call as a national breastfeeding policy. We have this MPAM yang saya cakap National Plan of Action Foundation of Malaysia, where this MPAM is in 2000. This is the MPAM tu because it started in 2006 and 2015. And also they have this MPAM 1, National Plan of Action for 1990-2000. Unfortunately, we still tak download lagi the MPAM 3, which is in 2016 until 2025. Okay, and we have this one, the first one, which is we call Dasar Pemakanan Negara, National Nutrition Policy, which is held in 2005. And then we have the Food Regulations 1985, and also we have Employment Act 1955. So this is the policies that we have in Malaysia. Or maybe when you want to go to see from our neighbor, which is Singapore. Here we go to Singapore. Okay, Singapore here. Go Singapore, they have a handbook of nutrition labeling. Also, they have a guide for food advertising to children. Okay, which is in Malaysia, we still don't have this kind of policy. Okay, which is good. We can refer on how they implement this policy, and they have what the policy on a healthy living master plan. They have the policy on food regulations. Okay, they have policy on the healthy choice symbol program. They have policy on Singapore Code of Advertising Practice. Here you can see that they are very particular in terms of the policy on advertising, and they have a double-headed guideline, and also they have the Code of Advertising Practices. Okay, they have the Code of Ethics on the sale of infant formula products in Singapore. It's very interesting. And also they have another what we call as holistic health frameworks. These are the examples that they have in Singapore. And maybe we can go to another one, which is in Indonesia. HIJKO here, Indonesia. Okay. In Indonesia also they have a lot of policies, where we can find here that they have the policies on the sugar. Okay, that's interesting. On sugar, salt and fat contents, as well as health message on the processed foods and fast foods. They have what we call as a National Food and Nutrition Action Plan also. Was already finished in 2015. They have what else? Okay, they have another one is before this one. Okay, they have the Nation Action Plan for food and nutrition. Yep, okay, and they also have in terms of policy on the processed food labeling as well as on advertisement. Okay, maybe we can choose from other developed countries, for example, in the United Kingdom. Okay, we can go to United, and I assume they have a very lot. Yes, they have a very lot of pharmacy policy here. You can see they have the EU regulations, they have guide to create a front pet nutrition level, where we have also just now we have one. Maybe we can do a comparison, the one that we have in Malaysia and the one they have in the UK, and they have what else? The first standards agency strategy, they have infant formula, follow on formula. Okay, interesting. We don't have this infant formula. We have the breastfeeding policy, but we still don't have or lack of infant formula policies. And they have what yeah, there's a lot of policies on infant formula. They have a healthy weight, healthy lives, and a physical activity action plan, which is interesting. Choosing a better diet. They have food and health action plan. They have maternity and parental leave regulations. Okay, very interesting. And also infant formula again, and also living for well for a longer, call to action to reduce affordable. So here you can see there's a lot of policies, okay, that we can refer to, and very interesting that I want to look at another policies. I think which policy I can't remember the policies specific for the sugar for sugar. Okay, maybe we can go randomly. We select another policies. Maybe we go for Germany first. Okay, we go for Germany. And then we look at, okay, there's no much information on the policies in Germany. They have a Maternity Protection Act, and also they have a national action plan inform. Okay, that initiative to promote healthy diets. Okay, they have EU regulations, and also as they have a platform for diet and physical activity. Okay, now we look at on the third world country, for example. We want to use like Syria. Okay, we go to Syria or Yemen or any. Okay, you go to Yemen. Okay, Yemen. Since I have a student from Yemen, so okay, they also have a few policies. Okay, again they have full policies on the labeling of prepared foodstuffs. They have national agriculture sector strategy. They have a national nutrition strategy for Yemen. They have third 5-year national plan for health development and poverty reduction. It's very specific for the poverty. Okay, and they have okay, in terms of the iodine table, okay, it's new compared to the one that we look at just now from other countries. Okay, they have in terms of protecting breastfeeding, in terms of fortifications, as well as okay, the labor code and etc. This is very interesting. So you can go to the website here, Joanna here, Global National on Implementation of Nutrition Action. You can go in terms of the map, interactive map, if you want to know the prevalence of stunting, wasting, and etc. And also you can look in terms of policy, and also a lot of programs or actions that have been conducted in order to tackle the problem. Maybe we can again we look at the example from Malaysia here. Okay, this is all the informations that we have. We have a lot of problems, but that's the questions why we still have the problems in terms of diabetes mellitus. We have a problem with the obesity and etc. Maybe we want to look at how does these programs give a big impact to the Malaysians health especially nowadays we know that Malaysia is the top or the first or what we call the highest prevalence of obesity in Southeast Asia. Okay, that's all. You can go. Okay, you can go to the website and maybe you can look at the policies and learn from the policies from other country that we can bring back to Malaysia and also implement if there is a good impact to the country.